I thought I'd give you a February tour. So as you can see, lots of bits of wood and sheeting. These are all bits of wood that we've reclaimed out of skips and things where my husband's been working, and full of nails and things, but we take out all the old nails and then reuse the wood. There you can see some of the old rubbishy old nails that we take out. So yeah, so I shall show you the work we've been doing. So this is what used to be the chicken pen. And I've shortened the gate so that you can open it over the gravel. I've gravelled this path so far. I will be gravelling in between the beds. Now these beds, right, so phone battery died yesterday, so I'm going to try again. So this is the chicken area. I've done a little hinge gate, and I can open the back door and then they can go into this area. They can't get behind the summer house there, and they can get about 6 foot behind the chicken pen, but they like to scratch around here, and it means that I can let them into this area if I need to do any work in the actual pen. And there they are. So since my last video, I've done, this was the old chicken area, and we've used all our reclaimed sleepers and naily wood, and we've made all these beds. And I've dug out and gravelled this path here. I am going to gravel the other paths, but I just run out of stones, so I have to wait till next time we go to Wicks to get some. But I've got 19 beds altogether now, and then the 20th is the fruit cage, which is another part of what used to be the chicken pen, because we used to have 16 chickens, whereas now we've only got 3, and we don't tend to have more than 3 and 4 at a time. So that'll be plenty of space for them. So I've just shortened the gate here because it was dragging on the stones, and I've put this board across here, so it means I can open the gate here and throw stuff in for them, and then they can lettuce leaves and things like that. And this is a fruit cage, and I've got a gooseberry, raspberry, I think that's another raspberry, yep, and they're all coming on. This is a blackcurrant, that one's an unknown, so that's blackcurrant, that's an unknown. That is a white currant, that's a blackcurrant. I've got 2 blueberries here, so one here and one here, which is just coming up. One here, which is just coming up, a few twiglets, and then I've got another white currant here, which is just starting to shoot. So, and in this corner, I plan to plant one of my I think it's Lake Mount grapes, and I'm going to plant it there, and then it can go up along the fruit cage. Yesterday I put this little framework here so the stones can't get into the flower bed. And I also had to shorten this gate so we could open it all. But so that's the fruit cage. That's done now, and that is 20, number 20. I've done all these signs. That's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then the fruit cage is 20, and then the other 11 beds are in here. So we're starting off with, this is number 1. Now I've gravelled again just to the end here, and that was the last of the gravel. And in this bed I have shallots, and I've got some broccoli at the back there, but as you can see they are suffering from slug damage. So I don't know if they'll recover, but the shallots are looking good. Then I've got some spring onions, which again just look like little blades of grass, so they're not doing very well. And then I've got the chard, which was looking a bit devastated by slugs and by me. I've been eating a lot of it. so, but hopefully it will pick up now. I have got some more in the greenhouse, I think. And this is spinach. That's not doing a lot yet. And then we've got broad beans. And I think there was one in the corner there, but I think that's been eaten. And then, as you can see, that is where the stone is finished. The last time I spoke to you, we had a big bush here that we had to dig out. I need to dig out that bush and carry on with the raised beds all the way round. If I can find a picture, I'll put it up and you can see. So we finished doing these beds, put sleeper in here, got the bush out, put sleeper in, dug out the piles along here. Then of course we got these trees. We don't really want to get rid of. It's a pain to dig them out, and they do give us a bit of privacy from the park because we get back onto a park. And then there's this bed here. Now, because it's quite shady here, I did think it might be good for rhubarb, so this is where I plan to put my rhubarb, in this bed. And this one here, I might put potatoes, because I know lettuce doesn't mind the shade, but also I worry about the slugs getting it in this area here. So, and then I thought I might put lettuce here, I'll see, in this bed 7. But as you can see, a little path. So this is all still work in progress. The decking was made out of reclaimed decking from my son, and the chairs, table and chairs, came free off of Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. We had to pay for these posts, so the 4 posts, but all the stuff that's going to go on the top of the pergola is going to be made out of the naily wood, so it won't cost us anything. And that's the pond there, and that's got all our baby fry from last year that hatched out in the main pond. Here I've got my purple sprouting broccoli, which seems to be doing quite well, and some more runner beans, and then I've got some strawberries, and there's a chosen few that have kept their sort of little lids on, which hopefully might be appreciating. I daren't take the lid off because they're so fiddly, but it looks like it's getting rather green in there, so hopefully they're appreciating the greenhouse effect there. And then in bed 9 we have these are garlic, Blanc de Champagne, I think it is. I can't read it very well, the label, but it's garlic, and the other stuff is beetroot. And then I've got more garlic here. This is sprint garlic. That's there in bed 10. So it's looking rather nice, as you can see. All the beds. Hopefully I'll have runner beans and all sorts growing there. But it's coming on. Really chuffed when you think the wasteland that it was. Because obviously this area here was just all stinging nettles, where I'd tried to grow a few veg, but it got out of hand. But now I'm retired, hopefully I've got more time, and of course I've claimed back the chicken area from when we had 16 chickens, mainly because we rescued a load, and we had 7 kids living at home, so got through some eggs, but now we've only got one, the last daughter living with us, so we don't need so many eggs. So this is the greenhouse. I've got to do a floor in this. I'm going to be, when the weather gets better, I'm going to dig out the floor. I'm going to do another square bed here, either side of the door, and another one there. And then I'm going to dig out the floor and slab it, because at the moment the table's sort of wonky on edge because it's in the dirt. But as you can see, I've got some nasturtiums. They're not doing very well. I made the mistake of putting the pot outside and they got caught by the frost, so I don't know if they'll come back. This is my grapevine. It's just trying to shoot. Got that for my birthday. No, for Christmas from one of my sons. and they're 40 quid for 2 of them, and he gave them to me and there were no shoots on them, and he gave them to me early because he said if they die then it's not my fault. And I thought, oh God, and I stuck them in here and they didn't do anything, but they're actually shooting now, so I'm relieved. There's some pond plants there that don't seem to have recovered, but you never know. These are the begonias from last year, and they've survived being in here. I think that's Monge 2 growing there, Monge 2, and some more beetroot. Cut only a couple though. Some of the seeds are really old, so they haven't taken. What's that? Oh, runner beans. I think I've got 1 runner bean. But like I say, some of the seeds are a bit old. These places here, they're all dahlias. So I left them in their pots. Don't know if they've done. And then I've got a load of dahlias in the Amazon box down there wrapped in paper. So on here, I've got spinach. So I've got more spinach growing here. I've got the rhubarb that I'm going to put in the corner. I bought a pack of 3 and this one doesn't seem to be doing anything, and that's a Timberlin early, so I might have to look for another one because that's not doing anything, but the other 2 seem to be perking up, so I'm going to put them out soon. These are my tomato plants. I've got quite a selection there, different ones. Cherry tomatoes, plum tomatoes, some green zebra, yellow pear shape. I don't know what that one is. Money maker, but it's not. There's actually nothing in there growing, so they haven't done so well. But yes, quite a few different varieties. I have got a load more to do, but I just thought I'd try that and see. Didn't know if it was too early, but they're coming up. Under here I've got, what are these, cabbage, and they're Cape gooseberry, but they don't seem to have done anything, so a few cabbage are coming up. Then I've got some lamb's lettuce and some other lettuce. Rocket aren't doing anything, so and then under here I've got lots of other things growing. Oh, something's coming up there. Oh, my grandson's brought beans. Oh, I'll have to send him a picture. Just starting to shoot, he'll be pleased. But this other stuff doesn't seem to be doing anything. And then under here, one lonely cauliflower. Possibly a leek, it could be a weed. Not a lot happening. What's in this one? Strawberries. Not a lot happening there. Sweet peppers, nothing happening there. Got a lot of nothing happening. Nothing happening there. Well, here's a bit more successful. We've got pansies up there. Marigolds aren't doing anything. A few begonias, looks like it needs watering. I don't know what that is, but there's only one. So down here, they're not doing very well, just the pansies. Down here we've got lobelia and sweet peas. And then down here we've got some cosmos doing quite well. I don't know what that one is. That's more cosmos. Nothing in there. No, nothing in there. They're not doing very well. Then here, these are my dahlias from seed. These aren't doing anything. These aren't doing anything. Those aren't doing anything. They're Ben's peas, they're not doing anything. More peas for Ben. And they're Monge 2, they're not doing anything. There's some cuttings I've done from Primula. Some more Primula cuttings. Radishes, they're doing all right. So yes, I'll have to have a check my book and see what days I planted some of these, and if it looks like nothing's happening, I'll have to have another go. Otherwise I'm going to have nothing to put out in the garden, in all my beds that I've prepared, which is really exciting. Oh, I've got some carrots over here in this box. So carrots come in, and these are small strawberries. Enjoying the extra greenhouse effect. So yeah, and this is my view from the greenhouse. So yeah, there we are. So hope you enjoyed this tour, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.